Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your power rankings for 2022. We're doing this again, 8 years. 2022, week 2. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody. Top 3 things. You know what's funny is I just realized I only wrote 2 things down. Okay, Mish, correct with his prediction that there's going to be a lot of 1-1 teams. A lot of 1-1 teams. I was correct about that. And overall, we've had a very healthy league this year, but I can already see one team slipping off. And he is usually a diligent attendee of these meetings. He is currently making excuses to not attend these meetings. That would be Mark Jones. Mark Jones his team looks like a disaster currently at the moment. Absolute trash work from him. I think one of the lowest scoring possible outcomes that he could have possibly had. Stefon Diggs, luckily, he went from like 30-something points last night to Stefon Diggs putting out, showing some work. So on to the moment why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, the big time moment. Are we ready?
Ready.
You like that upper thigh? Do you like that upper thigh, baby? Do you like it?
This is G-rated. G-rated.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Don't worry about this. Number 1. He knows who it is. He's here. He's on the chat. He chimed in. That would be Michael Schaefer, tailor-made to be my year. 213 points. I'm going to give you their underrated star for the year. I'm going to give you their disappointment so far. And then I'll give you throw in a couple extra comments. Okay, here we go. 213 points for the year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his underrated star. Disappointment so far, Mike Evans. Mike Evans is like, dude, you can't hit Tom Brady, and then got kicked out of the game, and now is completely out for the next game. Complete disappointment, Mike Evans. You'd expect him to be a number 1 receiver, and he doesn't have a lot of depth on this team, so very, very big disappointment. He is calling his own shot with this name, tailor-made to be my year. If he wins this year, that will go up to the A+ name, calling his own shot. I appreciate it. Number 2. If I didn't tell you already, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Dolphins looked like something serious. Okay. Number 2. Right. 2-0. She always gets some Dolphins players. That would be my grandma representing the Cheetah always wins. Number 2. 2 Schaefers back-to-back. This might be the first year ever, 1 and 2, Michael and Patty. The Cheetah always wins. Yes, does she have Tua? Yes, does she have Tyreek Hill? Yes, did they have a gazillion points? This is all correct. 199 points for the year. Rashad Bateman, truthfully, her underrated star. You got to put him in the starting lineup. Disappointment. Man, when you pick a tight end that early, you hope they score some points. Kyle Pitts looks like the real Pitts, okay? Optimal lineups will be crazy good for this woman when she gets them together. We're all searching for our optimal lineup. She is another one searching. Number 3, took a loss today, or this week, but I appreciate this team. I love it. The ETN Commandments. Yes, Mackenzie Mummy, 212 points. Michael Thomas, the underrated star. I think he got him in the 8th round, if I'm correct. 8th, somewhere around there, 6th to 8th round. Dude is going to be producing all year long. If we were in a PPR league, it would be unfair. Travis Etienne, clearly the disappointment there. You'd hope that this guy would be – I thought he was going to be a superstar. I thought he was going to come out like gangbusters. Incorrect. If he fixes a couple issues, it's going to be nasty for this team. So that's why I'm keeping him here. Number 4, still believe in this team. That would be my team. Kamish, baby. He took a loss this week, was smoking on a pack of Winstons. All right, 219 points, still leading the league in points, just to throw that out there. Christian Kirk, he's earned his way on my starting spot. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get in there. We got to fit him in there. Christian Kirk, disappointment has been Matthew Stafford. Dude, with all these players, Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, Cam Akers, you would think that this guy would score some points. He has not scored what you expect. Again, looking for optimal lineups. Number 5, a 2-0 team coming in at number 5. In the nick of time, Dominic Trifolo, 210 points. Obviously, the underrated star, Nick Chubb, number 1 running back in the league. Then we have Trey Lance as a disappointment. When you draft Trey Lance where you did, you'd expect some high things. Injuries happen, but you just don't want it to happen. I don't know what his backup is, but good luck for that one. I am not sold on this team, clearly 2-0, but I am not sold on this team. I do not believe in it in the long term. Now, number 6, a rise up the rankings for Waddle House. Justin Ramirez. Justin Ramirez, 169 points. Jalen Waddle, the clear number 1 underrated star on his team. Disappointment has been Adam Thielen. Justin Jefferson with a huge first week 1. You'd hope Adam Thielen still getting some touchdowns. Really not looking too swell. All right, number 7, suddenly pierced legs. I still don't understand this guy's team name. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. He had a good little term there with the suddenly. I like that part. But then he said pierced legs. Does anyone know what he's talking about? I don't. Nobody knows. All right, 163 points. Cortland Sutton, just an absolute stud on that team. Nobody else is performing on the Denver Broncos but Cortland Sutton. Then a disappointment here. Allen Lazard. You think Aaron Rodgers, you think a number 1 target, you think Allen Lazard might have something, but nothing. Number 8 had to do it to her, Dobbin Bullets. Okay, my wife's sitting right over here, pretty upset at herself. 0-2. That is a disastrous start for how good her lineup looked on paper. 187 is her total points. Underrated star. Maybe I'm not gonna lie. Maybe by the end of this year, could be the number 1 fantasy wide receiver. Amon St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. There you go. Disappointment. You could go through a lot of her board and say disappointment there, disappointment there, disappointment there. But I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins. Haven't scored a point. Been on her bench. Hurt. No one suspected. We suspected he was gonna be back by now. That's terrible. Roughest luck so far this year has to be Dobbin Bullets. I think her position could change. If the luck turns pretty quickly, I can see her rising up the boards. All right. Number 9, Daxme Johnson. Daxme Johnson with a total of 175 points. Aaron Jones, an absolute stud. You might want to put him as RB1 because that man is absolutely balling out of control. Deontay Johnson looking like a big disappointment here. Who's going to throw him the ball? They got 3 crappy quarterbacks. Pittsburgh sucks. Offensive line sucks. There you go. John Kerr coming in at number 10. It hurts when I pee. There's a lot of talent on this team, but number 10 is just where he's going to have to be. All right. 165. Underrated star. Sorry, Mackenzie. James Robinson. Okay. James Robinson looking like the lead back over in Jacksonville. Okay. A disappointment. Back-to-back picks, first round, second round. He went FSU running backs. Both have been a complete disaster. Dalvin and Cam Akers. So terrible pick. I love the heart of the FSU, getting there, but a terrible picks. Number 11. Let's just quit this music because this is where things get a little greasy. These 2 squads here do not look good. Okay. Now you see me, now you don't. That'd be Taryn Lee Crouch. 162 points. Christian McCaffrey, I had to find an underrated star. How is he underrated? I don't know. It's really her only star, so I had to just put it out there. Okay. DK Metcalf, huge disappointment. 80-something ranked wide receiver in week 2. You'd hope that he'd have a couple deep threats. Number 12. It is his team name, so I got to give him credit for it. Can you dig it? This is an awful team, guys. If you go look from roster from top to bottom, the only person you would want on your team is Stephon Diggs. Okay, so Stephon Diggs, huge disappointment. Alvin Kamara. And I just want to point out one thing. Until this man pays for his $50, okay, there is going to be bad juju for his team for the entire year, okay? I just want to put that out there. I want people to know I'm hexing them. I'm giving them the bad juju. Until that $50 gets dropped in a bucket. That's the thing. All right, guys. Week 3 coming up. Does anyone start 3-0? We only got 2 opportunities for that. That's Dominic, and that is Pawpaw Mike. So we will see here. Injuries are starting to creep up. Everybody, listen, you got your favorite player, he's scoring you 19 points a game, something like that, and then boom, he gets hit with an injury. He's out for 6 weeks. What are you going to do then? Start prepping, start thinking, ladies and gentlemen, as injuries go. This is the NFL. It happens. Next man up. Bold predictions, okay? Crouch was 2-0 in his bold predictions. Kamish was balling, okay? I feel good about these bold predictions right here. And what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, is I picked bold predictions. Both 2-0 teams getting knocked out, smoking on a pack of Winston's over TaylorMade for that year. That's what I'm going to go with my first bold prediction. My second, I'm going to go finally. My wife 0-2 over 2-0, Dobbin Bullets over In the Nick of Time. I believe this is a cause for 2 upsets. I believe after this week, we have no undefeated teams. Everyone's right there in the hunt. So as we say at the end, signing off, Kamish.
Love you. Good job.